Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Shaun Soderling Show at Parrish's Pizzeria, First Class Pizza on North 2nd Street of Vincennes. Tonight we'll talk about the big shutout victory over the Washington Hatchets on Tuesday. We'll talk about North Knox coming to town on Monday and the Hoosier Cup tournament this upcoming weekend. We'll see who the Alices will take on in Bloomington this upcoming weekend. Coming up, it's the Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
This is the Coach Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
It's supper time. Mom doesn't want to cook, and you don't want to burn the house down. What option do you have? Are you going to go without, or are you going to call Parrish's Pizzeria? Parrish's Pizzeria makes their pizza fresh, from their homemade dough to the mile-high pile of toppings. And if you don't want pizza, they also have strombolis, fish sandwiches, and even tenderloins. Parrish's Pizzeria, first-class pizza on North 2nd Street of Vincennes. Call 882-7700 for delivery.
The new Max 96.7, 70s, 80s, playing everything. The new Max 96.7. You never know what you're going to hear next. Max 96.7. Maximum variety. Max 96.7. 70s, 80s, playing everything. Max knows music. The all-new Max 96.7.
Meet Tommy. Tommy's not sure which sport he will play in high school someday. But no matter what he ends up choosing, playing sports in high school will help pave the way to a happier, healthier life. All Tommy needs to do is make up his mind. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. Pure launching pad for life.
This is the Coach Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
Welcome back to the Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com. Coach, where do we start on talking about Washington? 7 goals, 6 different scores, and a shutout against the Hatchets.
It's what we were wanting. We were really looking for the clean sheet. Once again, another game where we weren't expecting to get as many goals as we did. The good thing is kind of going back and reviewing, we probably could have had a lot more goals than what we did do, but the opportunity to shut out Washington at their place was just a good thing for this program.
Going through the archives, happens to be the first shutout against Washington in school history, and it was the first win over in Washington as well for the program.
It's something we were proud about. We knew that going into it we could be the ones who could change history and kind of get a change, so to say, and that's what we did. We went out there and, you know, from the moment we started warming up, I just looking at both teams, I could tell that we were in it for the long run, and I don't think they were expecting us to put up the fight that we did.
On D, there were several key plays that Washington had their chances, but there were some big defensive plays that kept Washington out of the book.
Cameron Sandy did a great job between the sticks. I think he made the good saves. The best thing was our defense did a really good job of making sure he didn't have to get a lot of saves. They were doing a good job of staying in front. I think it really just kind of speaks volumes. I think a lot of guys had some good games, not so much defensively, but I think we won the battle in the middle of the park, which is what we were wanting to do, take out from the midfield and kind of let our defense do light work, so to say. But, you know, we were on top of the ball all game, and Gannon Brochin had a fantastic job, did a fantastic job in the back. Really proud of the way that he played, getting everybody, you know, organized, and not just his defensive line, but everybody as a group. We were just really proud with the way that we played. We wanted to go out there and we wanted to show that our defense exists compared to last year. So it's a good thing for us to build on, and hopefully it's the first of many clean sheets to come.
Speak of Gannon on defense, he showed a little bit on offense as well.
Yeah, it's kind of I would say he had the dagger that started all, scoring is off of the free kick from pretty far out. That's Gannon though. The best part was, I mean, he really wasn't even hitting the ball that hard. We were just looking to try to play it into the 18 and somebody get a head on it, kind of knock it around and get a shot from there. But, you know, kind of it sailed a little bit farther than what he was expecting. Got a good little lucky tip from the keeper and went in the goal. But, you know, Gannon from day one, he puts free kicks from the half line on the crossbar consistently. So, you know, while to a lot of people it was surprising, for us it was like that's what he tries to do every day in practice. So it was good to see that, see all that hard work and training come into play. But it was a great goal to start off with, and I really think that was a big factor to what led to the other 6.
And another catalyst that I hadn't mentioned yet, Blaine Hill.
Blaine Hill was all over the field. I think that he actually got your guys' player of the game during that.
Yeah.
Him and Cole, you know, they knew what their roles were and their jobs were as holding midfielders to really disrupt everything, and that's really what they did. You know, the cool thing with those two is while Cole may not be the most skilled player, you know, Blaine can make up for it, but the two of them together work really well and really hard to defend that middle third, and that's really what you want guys in those positions to do. And hats off to both of them. They were a big factor of why we played the way we did. And I even told both of them before the game that, you know, a lot of this game depends on what they do. If they fill out their roles the way that they should, they play the game the way that they should, we can win this game, and they did that.
Other scoring goals in that game against Washington include Eric Ramirez having 2 goals. Kyle Richardville had 1 as well. Adam Klein had a goal. Austin Leonard had a goal that bended a lot like David Beckham in a way.
He wasn't even trying to shoot that. We've been giving him a hard time because he was not shooting whatsoever, and just got a good bend on it. I think a couple of media outlets put that he bent the ball to the back stick on a shot, and, you know, you ask anybody who's on the team or who saw that wasn't a shot, but we'll give him the credit for it. You know, Eric's goals were fantastic. One was a set piece header goal that was really awesome. Kyle's shot right before the halftime is one of the most world-class shots I've seen in high school soccer. Adam Klein, you know, the goals that he's going to get this year are exactly the one he got. Kind of the ball fumbled around, little trash pickup, put the ball back in the net. And then Blaine Hills was off of a set piece, literally from our bench, that we really weren't expecting it to go in, but it got a good little slip through the keeper's hands and went in, and we're happy that it did. We had a lot of our goals were very, very good, and I'm real proud of the boys for, you know, kind of like we said on the coaches show last week, of we were going to take it to them. We were going to put shots up on them, and we did that, and thank goodness that 7 of those shots went in.
That's absolutely great to see the Owls shut out Washington in Washington. First time that's happened in school history. Also, coming up, we're going to talk about the North Knox Warriors and the Hoosier Cup tournament that's coming up. The Hoosier Cup tournament. I did say that right, didn't I? As we get back, this is the Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
It's supper time. Mom doesn't want to cook, and you don't want to burn the house down. What option do you have? Are you going to go without, or are you going to call Parrish's Pizzeria? Parrish's Pizzeria makes their pizza fresh, from their homemade dough to the mile-high pile of toppings. And if you don't want pizza, they also have strombolis, fish sandwiches, and even tenderloins. Parrish's Pizzeria, first-class pizza on North 2nd Street in Vincennes. Call 882-7700 for delivery.
The new Max 96.7, 70s, 80s, playing everything. The new Max 96.7. You never know what you're going to hear next. Max 96.7. Maximum variety. Max 96.7. 70s, 80s, playing everything. Max knows music. The all-new Max 96.7.
for just 2% of a typical school's budget. High school sports give us plenty of energy and excitement. For just 2%, they also give us young people whose leadership and commitment to excellence will pay big dividends in our community for years to come. 2%. That's one investment we can all feel good about. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure launching pad for life.
Hey, this is Kyle Richardville, number 12, center mid, and captain for your Lincoln Alice's. You can follow me at Twitter at krich12, and you're watching the Coach Soderling Show.
Welcome back to the Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com. Dustin Fuller with you, joined by Shaun Soderling. We're getting ready to talk about the North Knox Warriors. Coach, the North Knox Warriors come into the Alice pitch on Monday. What are some of the plans that your team has for the Warriors?
We went to defend in the attacking third, so to say. It's something that we've kind of been working on the last 3 weeks, so to say. And we really want to put some high pressure up to where if a forward loses the ball or midfield loses the ball, that we want to win it in the attacking third. We kind of put a little tally point on ourselves to where if we can win the ball in the attacking third and score off of it, it counts as 10 points. To really push the whole motto, and we're kind of keeping track of who can do that, the most. And I'm sure they'll come up with some funny little stipulation for the end of it. But we really want to own the field from midfield all the way up to the attacking third. We want to get a lot of guys involved. We want to push our defenders a little bit more, and just really do a better job of stepping in front of defenders' passes. We kind of do a good job of, but I think it's something that we can get a lot better for. And what we've really got to do is to get ready for the upcoming Hoosier Cup. And by no means are we looking past North Knox, but playing against another team is going to be a good thing to get ready for the Hoosier Cup, because you have numerous hours of just playing against yourselves, and that gets boring after a while. So this is an opportunity for us to play against somebody else to get ready for the weekend. But the cool thing is, last year I kind of started the whole County Cup thing with the guys, and it really kind of lit a fire underneath them. So they're going out. We treat this game just like it's Washington. Like we said against Washington last week, Washington's going to get every single thing that we got, 150% of Alice soccer, and North Knox is going to get the same thing. I also want to see if the boys can stay on that momentum high, so to say. Can we keep in form with the way that we played on last week? If we can play the way we did last week, I've got really good thoughts for the upcoming week. But it's a team that we definitely can't take lightly. We know that they're going to come to our field and give us everything they got and try to do whatever they can to make sure that we don't score. And our objective is just to really try to control the game for a good majority of the time. And if we can pull that off, that's going to help us out with making sure that we reached our goals of defending in the attacking third and owning the midfield.
Of course, you mentioned the County Cup a little bit about it. Let's go into full detail about it. Like, what exactly does the County Cup consist of?
County Cup for us is a way to put stress a lot of importance on our county rival games. A lot of people, when they look at our schedule, or even before I got here, or when I got here, the county games, we only play two of the other three teams here. And most people look at our schedule, and the only ones that they care about is our conference games. And so I wanted to bring in all the teams from the county and really put an emphasis to state that, hey, you got to take these games just as serious. So we started the County Cup last year. We did it very, very similar to the FA Cup. And really I don't even know if any other coaches do it, but we do it for our guys. And it really helps them bring a lot of importance to the games. Like I said, we're going to treat North Knox the same way we did Washington in our preparation and our training sessions, because the County Cup is something we want to win. We won it last year. I believe that we gave up 1 goal in the County Cup action, and our goal this year is to kind of get a clean sheet all the way across, and once again bring the County Cup back to the motherland. But the cool thing about the County Cup this year is that all of the games are actually played at our home field. So we're really excited to be able to do that.
Well, and you were talking about some of the FA scoring. It's similar to like 3 points for a win, 1 for a tie, and 0 if you lose.
Yeah, with us, it's more of just an hour team thing. Like I said, I don't really know of any other coaches that kind of put a lot of pressure on the county games. I've talked to a couple of people of making it into like a Saturday tournament pretty much. But for us, for me, like I said, it's just a way to put a lot of focus. Our guys know that we've got to do every game the exact same way, and putting that, just by putting that title on the games against our county opponents, it really does bring a lot of pride to the guys of, hey, we want to defend our home, we want to defend our county, and we want to be the best team in the county. So that's really kind of where the County Cup started at.
By the way, the County Cup schedule for the Owls is the 27th of August. It's North Knox at the Owls pitch. On the 10th of September, it's Reveille at the Owls pitch. And then the 15th, it's South Knox taking on the Owls. When we get back, we're going to prep you for Hoosier Cup. That's coming up this weekend. This is the Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
This is the Coach Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
It's supper time. Mom doesn't want to cook, and you don't want to burn the house down. What option do you have? Are you going to go without, or are you going to call Parrish's Pizzeria? Parrish's Pizzeria makes their pizza fresh, from their homemade dough to the mile-high pile of toppings. And if you don't want pizza, they also have strombolis, fish sandwiches, and even tenderloins. Parrish's Pizzeria, first-class pizza on North 2nd Street in Vincennes. Call 882-7700 for delivery.
The new Max 96.7, 70s, 80s, playing everything. The new Max 96.7. You never know what you're going to hear next. Max 96.7. Maximum variety. Max 96.7. 70s, 80s, playing everything. Max knows music. The all-new Max 96.7.
Meet Tommy. Tommy's not sure which sport he will play in high school someday. But no matter what he ends up choosing, playing sports in high school will help pave the way to a happier, healthier life. All Tommy needs to do is make up his mind. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. Pure launching pad for life.
I'm Senior Gannon Brochin for the Vincennes Lincoln Owls. You can follow me on Twitter at Gannon Brochin. And you're watching the Coach Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
This is the Coach Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com.
Welcome back to the Shaun Soderling Show on AliceSoccer.com. It's time to delve into the Hoosier Cup. That's right, it's Hoosier Cup weekend coming up. Coach, how excited is your ball club to be in the Hoosier Club?
We're excited, especially after last year winning it. We're looking to go back and defend our crown, and actually we're in a different group this time, so it'd be really cool to win a different trophy for being in a different group. We're excited about it. We're still kind of looking at what guys we're going to take and what's the what kind of roster can we put together to give us the best shot at a victory up there.
Last year you guys brought the cup home, as you mentioned. What are some of the steps that your team plans to put into play to try to bring home some more hardware?
Well, we just got to play the way that we have, especially since Tuesday against Washington. We've got to stay playing at that high level. We got to stay in form. And the good part about this year is how spaced out the games are compared to the years previous. Yeah. While we do have a late game on Friday night, we don't play at 7:30 in the morning on Saturday, which is a good thing. Yeah. We don't play till noon, and then we play again at 6. So it's going to give us a lot of time, a lot of space to kind of heal up and get prepared. Hopefully we'll have the weather on our side. It won't be as hot as it was last year. But we just want to make sure that we go out there, we put out a quality product, and we're going to do everything we can to bring home the trophy.
You face teams this year as in Plainfield, Heritage Christian, and Providence. What have you heard on these teams so far?
Yeah, every team's good in the Hoosier Cup. You know, we want to we don't underestimate anybody. We don't look down on anybody upon whatever. You know, anybody can play well at any moment in time, and we're looking at this as this is a major tournament for us. This is what's going to get us ready for the sectionals, playing somebody that we're not used to, and we're just going to go out and give them everything that we got.
Yeah, some of the games the Alices have going on include the Alices hosting or playing the home team against Heritage. Actually, they're on the road against Heritage Hills on the table. They play that game Friday night at 10:10 p.m. Then the Alices on Saturday will play host to Providence, and that game is at 12:40 in the afternoon. Then at 6:10 on Saturday night, the Vincennes Lincoln Alices will play their final game in the Hoosier Cup. They'll be taking on Plainfield. The Alices will be the visiting team in that matchup. Of course, last year it was a late game on Friday as well.
A little bit earlier than that. We played, if I remember correctly, because we had a game early in the morning at like 8 o'clock, and then we turned right around and played again at, I believe, 3 or 4, because we didn't get much downtime. We had enough time to get to a local Subway and get something to eat and come back. But, you know, I'm me personally, as a coach, I'm thrilled with the time in between to get some downtime, to relax, kind of get out from our feet. And normally we kind of go on a little visit to the university campus and kind of not really goof around, but we just kind of get a tour and hang out there for a while. And we'll have the opportunity to do that again on this weekend. We're excited about the teams that we're going to play. We're excited about the Hoosier Cup, and we're very thankful to go up there. And like I said, you know, our big thing is we base a lot of our success off of trophies, and this is the first opportunity for us to bring a trophy back home, and that's why you know, these 3 teams that we're about to play are going to get Alice Soccer at its finest because we won a trophy.
Another thing, too, your team competed in the NSCAA Showcase, which is the National Soccer Coaches Association of America. That was up in Lawrence this summer. Would you compare that showcase similar to a tournament like the Hoosier Cup?
The setup is very similar, but the overall purpose of it is a lot different. The showcase is really just an opportunity for guys to go out there and play and get recognized by college coaches, to have them watch the game, to whereas the Hoosier Cup is just an opportunity to get a lot of games against teams you wouldn't normally play. Especially for us, it's hard to get a lot of good teams to come to play in Vincennes, and this is a good opportunity for us to be able to play quality teams and to get quality games. You know, and that's not a knock on anybody in our schedule. But, you know, you talk to any coach, and everybody wants to get the most quality schedule they can get. And for the opportunity to go to a tournament, you know, in season and bring home a trophy is definitely a good thing for your program because you can really build off of that just by having a good tournament within the season.
Now, the Alices, a big weekend at Hoosier Cup this weekend. Coach, any final thoughts about this week's set of games?
We're excited. You know, we got a tough week. We got 4 games ahead of us. Monday night's going to be fun. It's Teacher Appreciation Night for the game, and so it's going to be cool to get the teachers out there with the guys during the lineups and during the warm-ups and whatnot. We're going to have a whiteout for the game Monday night as well. And then hopefully we come home this weekend, and next time we film this, we'll have a nice trophy on the table. That's our goal, and hopefully one of many trophies to come.
Hopefully that is one of many trophies to come as well. That will do it for us tonight. Until next time, we will see you. Thanks to Josh Kramer, our producer and our chief videographer for tonight's event, also the co-producer of AliceSoccer.com. Also want to thank head coach Shaun Soderling for stopping by. And until next time, I will see you.
Have some pizza, Dustin.
Hey, that does sound good. I'm going to go for some food.